Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're tuning in from. If this is the first time we're meeting, my name is Wen Ling. I'm a yoga and meditation virtual instructor based in Turin, Italy, originally from Singapore. And today, as part of a three-part series, I wanted to share with you a short somatic practice. So this practice will be very gentle. It will incorporate elements of Hatha Yin Yoga as well as Thomas Hanna's somatic movement therapy or somatic movement exercises. And today's practice will be practiced primarily in a position that's close to the ground. So I invite you to join me. If you don't have a yoga mat, any soft padded surface that provides support for your spine, for your body would be great as well. So we begin into a comfortable seated position. Right, take a few breaths here in your seated position. If you have a yoga block, it might be comfortable, or if you have a cushion, it might be nice to place it underneath your sit bones. And we'll begin the class with a body scan. So those of you who are new to a body scan is a short exercise that usually is done before and after a class to sense and feel in towards your body, noticing areas of tension and relaxation. So today we'll do this sitting, and then towards the end of the class we'll do another one but lying down. Okay, allowing your eyes to gently close if it feels alright for you. If you prefer to keep your eyes open, allow your eyes to come to a soft gaze and let your eyes rest on a point that is not moving, and that will be your point of focus. Right? And visualizing an X-ray moving from the base of your spine, right? Systematically scanning all the areas and the spaces inside your body. Right? Noticing that the spaces exist not just outside of you but also inside of you. And when you sense and feel into those spaces and feel you in relation to the space around you, that is called proprioception. And just check in with your body, noticing, the lower half of your body scanning upwards towards your torso. Which areas feel more open? Which areas feel a little bit more closed? Perhaps even feeling stuck or clunky. Moving upwards towards your chest, your arms, your palms, your shoulders, your neck, all the way towards your head, and completing the X-ray, taking a few moments to notice the results of your X-ray. And not judging, but instead noticing and observing, taking a mental note of the results of your X-ray. Very slowly and gently begin to open your eyes. Okay, we'll start with a gentle arch and round of the spine, right, in a lying down position. So I invite you to join me in the supine position. You'll rest both feet on the ground. Let the feet be hip-width distance apart and begin to come on one forearm, the other forearm, and gently and slowly begin to lie all the way down onto the ground. You can walk the feet in a little bit closer towards where your pelvis is. Let one palm rest on your heart and the other palm rest on your belly. Few breaths here. Alright, gently and slowly begin to release the palms by the side of your body. As you inhale, begin to arch your spine, letting your spine form a rainbow-like shape. Noticing as you do this, you are contracting the muscles of your back. As you exhale, gently release the contraction of your back, and your back will come in towards a more neutral position. And we'll do this 3 more times. Every inhale, arching. And with every exhale, release slowly. And notice if any part of the movement is sticky or not so smooth. Can you even that out? At your own pace, inhale, arching, feeling your chest maybe arching up, your tailbone, the back of your sacrum, grounding towards the earth. Exhale, gently releasing the contraction of your back. One more time like this, inhale, arching. Notice as you do this, your pelvis tilts, right, as if nodding, and maybe your head slides down. As you exhale, release that, let that go. Right, take a few breaths here in this position. Right, now that we've explored the front and the back, your front body, right, your abdominals and your back body, we're going to come towards the side. Begin to roll over to one side. So I'm lying on my right side here. You can let your palms come in towards a position where your bottom arm is in line with your shoulder, and the top palm begins to rest on top of your bottom palm, as if clapping, and soften your neck and your head against the ground. Right, your legs are at a 90-degree angle roughly from here. We'll begin with the next inhale as you slide your palm forward. Exhale draws you back in as your palm slides in and your chest rotates more towards the sky. 3 more times like this, each time moving more slowly out of the movement and into the movement. Each time gently and slowly feeling your body rotating and moving. Let your breath draw you through the movement. One last time, remembering that inhale takes you away, your palm moves away and forward, and your chest rolls more downward. Exhale, your palm moves closer towards your chest. And this time, if you like, you can slide your palm all across your body, sending feedback towards your body, and rest your palm on top, right, of the left side of your ribs. Take a few breaths here. Notice as you're doing this, there's a slight twisting in your spine. Your pec muscles here are lengthening, your back muscles are contracting. One more breath. Gently and slowly release, coming back in towards your original starting position. Okay, and then now from here we move into another somatic inspired movement. You lengthen your arm that's underneath, and it will become a cushion for your head to rest on, and this arm is reaching away in the direction of your head. Begin to raise the other arm that's on top. I have my left arm on top, and begin to set the palm underneath your ear. So it's resting underneath, as it's wrapping as if like a cocoon around your head. So we'll start with just the head. On inhale, you lift your elbow, your head and your neck off the ground. Exhale, you gently release. One more time like this, inhale, lift. Slow and gentle, control, graceful release, let that go. So you're releasing the muscles. Now we'll work with the legs, right? So letting your top ankle and your top foot begin to float off, lifting, and then exhale, gently let that go. So notice as you do this, your glute muscles, your buttock muscles are contracting, the side of your waist as well. Exhale, let it go. Okay, now we'll do this 3 times on this side. Inhale, lifting everything up. Exhale, slowly and gently let everything pour back down. 2 more times like this. Exhale down. Right. Each time, see if you can do less. Move even more slowly. Less is more in somatic yoga. One more breath here in this neutral position. Alright, and then very slowly begin to come up in towards a sitting position, and then Before we move on towards the other side, I'm going to invite you to begin to lie down on your spine but facing the other direction. So coming back to your position, your supine position with your back against the mat, begin to lengthen both legs out. Let both palms rest by the side of your body. And now we drop into body sensing. So the objective or the motive of the pauses in between the movements is to allow time for this motor-sensory feedback to reach your brain. And there are certain habitual patterns of moving that you may have that may not be so effective or beneficial for your body. Right, so when we move through the slow and controlled release, we are sending feedback to the muscles in your body, telling them it is safe for them to release any contractions that they might be carrying, and then they can very naturally lengthen. So notice how you feel here, lying on your back, differences between left and right. With the next inhale, gently bend one knee, the other knee, setting the feet down. And now we'll come to the other side, rolling on your side. I'm lying on my left side. Lengthen the arm that's underneath and the height of your shoulder. And then begin to place the other palm on top. Rest for a few breaths here. Soften the spine, relax your neck. I forgot to mention this on the other side. If this is not comfortable for your neck, you can always place a cushion under your head. Okay, and with the next inhale, begin to initiate the movement as you slide your top palm forward. Your chest rotates downwards. Exhale, sliding your top palm towards you. Your chest turns more towards the sky. 3 more times like this, fluidly and slowly. Not in a rush. So the objective is not to complete any pose. It is to stay in the movement, in the process. 2 more times. Right, in somatic yoga, we adopt this process-focused approach. And it is really more about the process of learning to relax rather than becoming relaxed. So becoming relaxed is a byproduct, right, of the actual process. It is not the goal. Okay, and then when you reach the last part of your last rotation, as you move your top palm closer to your chest, you can slide the palm all across your chest and begin to rest the palm at the side of your ribs. So you're in a gentle twist. You're looking up towards the sky perhaps. And notice as you breathe that your breath is a 360-degree movement. Not just the front of your chest, but also the side of your ribs, the back of your ribs, your lungs, the lobes of your lungs. Okay, with the next inhale, come back in towards the starting position, gently letting that go. And then with the next breath, lengthen your bottom arm underneath your head so it becomes a pillow for your head to rest on. And then your top palm reaches up towards the sky, bending gently at your elbow, slotting your top palm underneath your bottom ear and forming like a helmet or cocoon for your head, supporting your head. Right, so you already know the movement on this side. We'll come straight into it. We'll do 4 times. Right, inhale draws you up as your head and your foot lift off. Exhale, everything begins to slowly and fluidly come back down. 3 more times like this, really not in a rush, taking your time. Exhale, see if you can let both sides land gently at the same time. Each time moving a bit more slowly. Each time moving with less effort, but actually moving deeper within the process. One last time. Gently and slowly releasing. Gently and slowly rolling back on your spine. And begin to lengthen one leg out, the other leg out, coming back in towards your body sensing. Noticing if your mind is wandering away in the pockets of silence in between. Inviting your mind to stay and to notice what there is to notice. Alright. Slowly and gently begin to bend one knee, the other knee, and set both feet down on towards the ground. We'll come in towards a variation, alright, of rolling bridges that we did the last time, and we'll start with just the pelvis. Right. Soften the arms by the side of your body. Press down through your feet. On your inhale, begin to float your pelvis up towards the sky. And on exhale, release the contraction of your back, your glute muscles, your hamstrings. Slowly and gently let everything come down. One more time like this. Inhale, floating it up. On exhale, slowly and gently let everything fluidly come back down towards the ground. So now we do the same movement but for the arms. Inhaling, letting your arms float upwards towards the sky. Maybe they frame the sides of your ears. Exhale like two pumps, pushing them down as your lungs gently and slowly empty. And at the end of your exhale, they reach the ground. One more time like this. Lifting the arms on inhale, making space for your lungs to expand sideways. And exhale, gently coming back down. Now together, we'll do 3 sets together. Right, both the pelvis and the arms, right? Press down through your feet. Inhale, lifting your arms, your pelvis all the way up. Exhale, release the contractions of your back, your shoulders, and let everything begin to pour back down. 2 more times, synchronizing the movement of your pelvis and your arms so that you reach your peak at the same time. Imagine your body as this being, right? Not with separate minds, but your body, your arms and your pelvis are one, right? They are one. Stay in the process. Slowly and gently come in towards your last exhale and release the contraction of your back, timing it so that your arms and your pelvis, your buttocks reach the ground at the same time. Right, gently and slowly lengthen one leg out, the other leg out. Sensing into your body, your soma, the Greek word for body, right? Not anyone else's but yours. Okay, gently we'll come into another exercise for your back. Step both feet on the mat. Right, take a few breaths here. Gently begin to bring your right palm underneath your hip, cradling the hip. Right, so there are 2 parts to this movement. Inhale, slowly and gently begin to arch your spine, similar to what we've done before. As you exhale, this time
Lifting your right elbow off the ground and bringing your right elbow towards your left knee. You can use your left palm to guide the left knee closer. Alright, notice that this is a transverse or cross action, contracting of your abdominals, and then exhale, slowly and gently release that. Right, so we'll do this 3 more times, inhaling, arching. Release the contraction of your back. And then on exhale, begin to contract your abdominals, moving sideways. And then slowly and gently let that go. 2 more times. Right, so you can move a little bit faster or slower than me. It doesn't have to be exactly the same as me. But use the same kind of care, and the same consistency, the same fluidness. And stay in the process. Where every time you notice your mind drifting off somewhere else, gently guide it back. Come back into the movement. And gently rest. Notice the difference between the left and the right. And now slowly we'll change sides. Begin to slide your left palm underneath your head, cradling the back of your head. Release your right arm by the side of your body. Notice any change in your body. With your next inhale, arching your spine. With your next exhale, lifting your head, your elbow. Letting your left elbow move towards your right knee. Exhale, letting that go. 3 more times. And see if you can synchronize your body completely. So both your leg and your arm, your hip, reach the peak of the movement at the same time. And each time, do a little bit less. You're very used to doing more, moving faster, going deeper, becoming stronger. But really, in this case, in somatic yoga, less is more. One last time at your own pace. Very slowly and gently come back in towards your body, sensing, lengthening one leg, the other leg out. Taking time for your body to listen, for your motor neurons to receive the feedback. So this might be the first time you're moving so slowly and your body is taking time to adjust. What is going on? Or maybe you are already very used to moving slowly. Okay, one last stretch. You'll ground both feet on the mat, bending both knees. Similar movement. Interlace the fingers behind your head. Inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, release the contraction of your back, lifting your head, your elbows off the ground, and then looking towards your belly button, contracting your abdominals, exhale, releasing them. 3 times at your own pace. And you know the movement, there's nothing to achieve. Nothing to achieve, simply to stay in the movement, stay in the process. Much of modern life is very focused on outcomes, on achievement, becoming faster, stronger, better, more good looking, so on and so forth, more fit. And somatic yoga is really the opposite. Right, one last time at your own pace. This is truly a circumstance in which less is more, slower is better. Slower is stronger. And then very slowly, I invite you to begin to lengthen one leg out, the other leg out. Let the palms rest by the side of your body. If this is not a comfortable position for you, feel free to choose knees bent, feet on the ground. Feel free to choose knees wider, feet wider, knees in towards each other. Feel free to come lying on your side, whatever feels best for you. And you can use cushions underneath your knees, underneath your ankles, right? I'm going to guide you through the last part of today's class in your supine body scan. Visualizing the X-ray moving once again, this time from the base of your feet, scanning upwards towards your calves, your knees, your thighs, scanning both the front and the back of your body and the left and the right. So all sides of your body, and imagine if you were a box or a rectangle or a cuboid, right? All parts of your body. It's really more like a sphere, like a long sphere. And let that X-ray move further up towards your palms, your wrists, your arms, your belly, elbow, your arms, your shoulders, your neck, your collarbones, all the way towards your face, scanning further up towards your ears, your head, and the crown of your head. As you stay in this position, I invite you to focus on your exhale. Let your inhale come very naturally, very effortlessly. And together we will inhale and exhale 3 times. Soft, normal inhale. Feel your belly and your chest rise. Exhale. Feel that as you exhale, you are letting go of something, and something that you don't need anymore, maybe an outdated idea, a problem, something that has been troubling you, a frustration is slowly melting away with your exhale, and you can let it out through your mouth. We'll do this 2 more times. Normal inhale. Exhale, soften even your fingers and you go ha. One last time. Inhale normally. Exhale through the mouth. Ha. Let that go. Let it all go. Allowing softness to surrender. And feel free to stay as long as you would like here, especially if you're not in a rush. Right? I highly recommend to stay here more for 10-15 minutes if you would like. If you feel your practice is complete, gently you can move your fingers, your toes. Begin to visualize the path, right? We call this means whereby, which is the path that you will take, right, to come up into a seated position. And when you do that, you create a mental pattern in your mind, right, a mortal plan. And this helps prepare your body so you know how to move and your muscles know exactly how to move so that you can come up to sitting. This is the same kind of exercise that athletes, professional athletes use to train for competitions. And this is great for the brain. So visualizing. So I'm sharing my mortal plan with you. I'm going to bend both knees. I set my feet on the ground. I'll roll over to my left side, lengthen my arms, and then use my arms to push myself up to seated. So you do you, coming into your variation, whatever feels right for you. Very slowly at your own pace, keeping that state of relaxation, coming up in towards a comfortable seated position. Taking a few breaths here. From here, if you want to transition into meditation and you have a meditation practice, please feel free to go ahead. I highly recommend to stay for a little bit longer if you have the time. And so this marks the end of the 4-week free somatic yoga beginner or introduction series. I hope you have enjoyed these sessions. If you missed any of these sessions, no problem. You can have a look at the past replays of these episodes, and they are all under my Facebook page. You'll be able to find them under the videos section. So each of the videos have been now tagged, whether it's learn or move. Learn will be lectures, so some of them are on yoga philosophy, some of them are about the chakras, other things relating to yoga, and they are more theoretical. And move will be movement sessions. Some sessions incorporate the breath as well. So these 4 sessions should be categorized under move, and you'll be able to find them there, and they'll be available for eternity, and you can feel free to practice and follow along them as and when you need them. I would like to invite you to join me if you did enjoy these sessions. From next week onwards, the same time, Mondays, 3 p.m. Italy time, Central European time, 10 p.m. in Asia, and I think this is 9 a.m. in the US, 9 or 10 a.m. depending on which side of the coast you're in and exactly where. It will commence a somatic yoga and meditation 5-week program. And this program will guide you through the basics of somatic yoga. You start to learn how to move and incorporate various somatic yoga movement exercises and hatha yoga, as well as some aspects of yin yoga and pranayama, which is breath exercises to help to regulate your nervous system. We'll also be delving into meditation, so I'll be teaching various techniques that you can use to begin to cultivate a very good meditation practice that will take you through difficult and challenging times. Right? So a lot of time at work, whether it's at home or in modern life, we are told to work harder, faster, build a strong body, have a six-pack ab, have a slim body, right? Somatic yoga is really, in my opinion, the opposite. It is teaching you and me how to begin to undo all the things we've done to ourselves. Right? For me, for example, I had quite a lot of chronic pain in my body from all the intense physical, very vigorous kind of movements I've been doing, from dance, from more strenuous or energetic forms of yoga, and it was somatic yoga and actually somatic movement therapy that actually helped me start to release some of these contractions in my back. And now, thankfully, I can say I have hardly any of these chronic pains, and even if I do, I know how to release them. And this is also a really excellent practice to begin to help you cultivate patience and to cultivate a more even temperament. If you are someone, right, very similar to me, if you get angry easily, if you react, if you are someone who's quite emotional and you're looking to build a practice that will help you ground and center yourself, somatic yoga, right, and meditation are 2 great ways that you can begin to approach this practice, to cultivate more calm, to let yourself learn how to begin to undo certain things, to slow down. So if that interests you, or if you have enjoyed these practices, I invite you to join me from next Monday onwards. It'll be a little bit different. So for the last few sessions that I've been doing on Facebook Live, it's been one way. So I've been asking for your feedback, I've been asking if you are interested, feel free to leave the comments in the comment box so I can know how you're enjoying or not enjoying and which aspects. Right? From next week onwards, all the classes will be on Zoom. So it will be 2-way, and if you would like, you could
switch on your camera so I'll be able to see you as you are doing the movements and give you feedback and guide you more closely through the movements. So that will be more interactive. There will also be email communication. I'll be sending you some notes and some guidance, and you'll be able to receive that. So it will be a little bit more personalized and more intimate. And so I hope you join me on this journey, and it's beginning once again next Monday, right? Same time, 3 p.m. Central European time, or in the morning in the US, in the evenings in Asia, which is perfect before going to bed, right? And yeah, if you have any questions on this movement series, please feel free to drop me a comment. You can drop me a private message as well. And this week, later this week on Wednesday, I'll be having a session talking about the Dao De Jing, which is from philosophy, Eastern philosophy by Lao Tzu, who is a very famous philosopher. And then next week onwards, I'll also be offering some guided meditation sessions on Wednesday, right? And those are free on my Facebook Live. Feel free to check them out. Take care. I hope you have a great week ahead and see you soon.